The European Institute of Innovation and Technology was established in 2008, and we started our operations in 2010 with a very clear mandate to increase the innovation capacity of the European Union and its member states, and to unleash the innovation potential which is out there in Europe through a new and novel approach, and that is through integrating the so-called knowledge triangle, the triangle of business, of research organizations and higher education institutes. There's a number of opportunities we offer as an institute and through our operational base that are the so-called knowledge and innovation communities, the so-called KICs. They address societal challenges, they find innovative solutions to the societal challenges right now in the area of climate change, adaptation, mitigation, sustainable energy, healthy living, active aging, raw materials, and EIT Digital, digitalization, next generation of information society, and soon into more areas in the area of food for future and added value manufacturing. So there's opportunities on the one hand to join the knowledge innovation communities as a higher education institute, as a research organization, or as a business, or as a student, as an entrepreneur, join the activities of the existing knowledge innovation communities, the future ones, or at the EIT through a number of activities we are organizing, events where you can meet innovators, where you can be inspired by entrepreneurs which have been nurtured by us. Last year, actually, we launched a new way of getting involved with the EIT, and that is a structured outreach scheme, the so-called EIT Regional Innovation Scheme. And here we target in particular regions, member states, which are not yet directly benefiting from the EIT. And here we target a number of member states, including Greece, and we would like to see a number of new partners joining our activities through this regional innovation scheme. There's a number of first achievements, in particular of the first three KICs, the first three knowledge innovation communities, which were designated in 2009, which started their operations in 2010. There's a high number of students graduating from EIT-labeled education programs as master and PhD levels. There's a substantial number of new businesses created, but also existing businesses accelerated, where the KICs helped existing businesses to grow. There's a substantial number of new business ideas incubated, new products developed, new services established on the market. There's an entire wealth of success stories I could mention here, but allow me just one. Every year we award talents emerging from the EIT's educational program through the EIT Awards, the Change Awards. We award change agents, next generation of entrepreneurs, young people coming out of the education programs. Last year's EIT Change Award winner had a brilliant idea when he wanted to ensure that all students all around the world should have light to study. And that is a challenge in many parts of the world. And he developed a very easy to assemble cheap solar lamp. You might think, what's so innovative about a solar lamp? It's a kit. It's easy to assemble, can be done by any kid in the world. His business model is not the production and the placement on the market of this kit for a solar lamp, but his business model is actually training trainers to enable kids to assemble their own lamp. So the idea here is that every kid around the world who would like to learn, who would like to study, can actually assemble his own lamp, which costs less than $1, and can study. Just one. I think there's a number of opportunities, and it very much starts with a mindset. And here's where we start with our education activities. So EIT education programs are all about entrepreneurship, about innovation, and about creativity. They're about finding creative, innovative solutions to existing problems. That is inbuilt in the education program. So the idea here is that earlier on, actually, the market is already in the focus. It's not just, I'm in my lab, I'm developing I'm conducting excellent research, but the results of my work never end up on the market. So we would like, already in the education part, to have that considered, have this reflected, have the mindset, have a risk-taking culture, which is crucial, because in the end, it's about taking risks. It's about going the last mile, going into new avenues which have not been explored before. And the EIT knowledge innovation communities and their partnership, the highly integrated partnership, they can actually provide the support that is needed on this last mile. And through the network, through excellent research partners, higher education, and the business world, this is a way of actually bridging, ensuring that the results end up in a marketable product on the market and find a customer. The EIT KIC funding model is actually a natural door opener for other investments. As we, as Institute, only fund a certain percentage of the overall activities, all knowledge innovation community from very early on have to look for other investments, have to ensure that they succeed in attracting and leveraging funding. All the 5 existing KICs have found different ways of doing that. We, as Institute, we incentivize them. For example, last year, the EIT Governing Board adopted so-called principles for KICs financial sustainability. So the KICs now are forced to consider becoming less dependent from our funding from early on. So that's kind of our way to incentivize. Of course, we work with them. We work with them to explore the possibilities, to explore new revenue streams. We work with experts. We are actually conducting meetings, opening the doors to the European Investment Bank, to the European Investment Fund, see how the KICs can benefit from these existing other initiatives, other tools which are out there. So this is our role, actually, to empower the KICs to become less dependent